Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Chef Carl from Cooking and Grilling with Carl. In this video, I'm making for you what I consider to be the ultimate chicken and rice recipe. So stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. Okay, so here's all the ingredients that you're going to need to make this recipe. Also, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It supports the channel. Also, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload more videos. All right, so let's get to making this recipe. All right, so right here I'm going to cut up my vegetables. All right, so here I'm going to cut up my bacon. Cut it into about, 1/2 inch to 1 inch chunks. Right here, I just sharpened my knife just to get it ready to start cutting up my chicken. I'm going to be just trimming some of the skin off the chicken. All right, now so I'm putting all my chicken into a bowl so I can season it. So I'm going in with some dry parsley flakes. Here I'm going in with my smoked paprika. Going in with my all-purpose seasoning. Some ground black pepper. And some kosher salt. And I'm just doing a little bit of olive oil in there. Now I'm just going to mix everything up. Make sure all the chicken is nice and coated. All right. So you want to make sure you rub it in. Get it under that skin. Get it on that skin. Just get it all over. Alright, so here I'm adding my olive oil to a preheated cast iron pan. So here I am going on my chicken thighs skin side down. Also, you know, to make sure your pan is hot enough and your oil is hot enough, so when you put them in the pan, you want to hear that nice sear. Alright, that's going to give you a nice crust, a nice brown crust on your skin. Alright, so right here I'm going in with a sprig of thyme, a couple of sprigs of thyme. So my chicken's been cooking for about 4 minutes on the skin side, and so now it's ready to flip. And one of the ways you'll know it's ready to flip is, one, you're going to see the edges cooked, and two, you shouldn't have any resistance when you start flipping your chicken. Your chicken, it should not be stuck to the bottom of the pan. All right. If your chicken is still stuck, that means either it's not ready to flip, or you didn't have your pan and oil hot enough. So as you can see, it has a nice crust, and that's what you're looking for. So now I'm going to let it cook on the other side, on the flesh side, for about 4 or 5 minutes. So about 4 minutes has passed by, and here I am taking the chicken out, putting it onto a sheet pan. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chicken in the oven, and I'm going to continue the recipe on the stove. So here I'm just getting rid of some of the excess grease. And so now I'm going in with my bacon, and I'm going to render that down. I'm going to cook down the bacon. Alright, so here we go. My bacon is cooked, and I'm removing it from the pan, putting it into a bowl with paper towel so I can get the grease from out of the bacon. Alright, so in a separate pot, here I am making my rice. So now I'm going in with some chicken broth. Yeah, basically what I did was I doubled the amount of chicken broth to how much rice I had. Alright, so here I am removing the bacon grease. And now I'm going in with my chopped vegetables. Alright, right there I just do some butter, just a couple of tablespoons, and I'm continuing to saute my vegetables. Alright, so I pulled my chicken out the oven, and now I'm going back into my pan with the vegetables, with the chicken. And in this case, I'm going flesh side down, skin side up. All right. I want that chicken to absorb the flavor that's coming from those vegetables. All right, that juice, that pan juice from the chicken being in the oven, I made sure I poured that in there too. That's just added flavor. All right, so right here I'm going in with some chicken broth, about 2 cups of chicken broth. And from here I'm just gonna let it cook down and reduce. Let that broth get into that chicken, let the flavor of the vegetables get into that chicken. And I'm gonna let it just stay on the stove and cook for a few minutes. So my rice is done, and now I'm going into a casserole dish with the rice. Oh, just so you know, the way I got it yellow like that, I put a little eggshell coloring in there. All right, you don't have to. I just did it because I wanted that look. All right, so now I'm getting ready to go in with my chicken. We're gonna put the chicken thighs right on top of the rice, skin side up, flesh side down. Yeah, I actually made a mistake. That's my bad. I put the chicken on top of the rice when what I should have did was took the sauteed vegetables with that liquid, with that broth, and poured it and started pouring it on top of the rice to mix that into the rice. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm just removing the chicken from on top of the rice, and from here on I'll show you the right way to do it. All right. So here I'm mixing my bacon in with the broth and the sauteed vegetables, and I'm just going to mix those up. Okay, now I'm going in with the bacon and the sauteed vegetables and the broth. And that's what I should have done the first time. I wanted to do this before I put the chicken on top of the rice. All right, so I'm just stirring everything in. And trust me when I tell you, the aroma that's coming from that broth and that rice and the chicken is incredible. The bacon is just going to take it to the next level, and it's going to add a lot more flavor to your dish. So what you want to do is save about half your broth and your sauteed vegetables. And now I'm going in with my cooked chicken thighs, skin up, flesh side down. And so I just poured the broth and the sauteed vegetables over the chicken. And now I'm going to throw it in the oven just to kind of marry all those flavors together and just give the chicken a little bit of a crust on top too as well. All right. So I went to the oven. I had it on 400 degrees for about 5 minutes. And then I put it on broil just to kind of crust up the top of that chicken. And I just put some chopped parsley flakes on top just to give it a little color. So here I'm just gonna plate up a plate for y'all. Yeah, the rice, the chicken, everything is smelling delicious right now. And this is something that I'm making a video for y'all, and I'm also making this for my family tonight. So on that note, the recipe, the dish is pretty much done. I just want to thank you for coming and checking out another one of my videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already. Hit that notification bell. Also hit that thumbs up. Share the video with your friends. And, check me out on social media at Cooking and Grilling with Carl. On that note, God bless. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.